Chinese University of Hong Kong is committed to eliminating and preventing sexual harassment and will not condone any act of sexual harassment committed by its staff members or students. The university established a committee against sexual harassment in 1995 to formulate the policy against sexual harassment, setting out the mechanism for dealing with allegations or complaints of sexual harassment. The university will handle each complaint of sexual harassment with fairness and justice. So what is sexual harassment? It is any unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature that results in the other party feeling offended, humiliated, or intimidated. Possible unwelcome conduct that could constitute sexual harassment include verbal remarks, leering, inappropriate poses, or unwelcome touching, etc. Sexual harassment also includes creating a hostile or intimidating environment. For example, making sexual jokes on campus, discussing one's own or others' sex lives, playing inappropriate games, displaying sexually offensive pictures or posters, etc. Therefore, staff or students of the university should be considerate of fellow students or colleagues during class or when conducting extracurricular activities and avoid offensive behavior. The committee has been promoting better understanding of the policy against sexual harassment and related concepts among staff and students by means of various educational and publicity measures, including production of various publicity materials, such as educational videos, and organizing roving exhibitions, forums, talks, sponsorship program, and quiz games. Besides, the related information is introduced during orientation programs for new students and staff members. Now let's take a look at some scenarios of sexual harassment that might occur on campus.
Ha! You girls should admit defeat.
Huh, no way, we're never gonna give up.
Hey, let's shoot him below the waist. Then they won't dare to attack us.
I don't think that's appropriate. That's the only way we can win.
Hey, you still playing or what?
Ha! You bet we are. We'll never surrender.
We'll make you surrender.
Get him!
Are you nuts? What's wrong with you? That's going too far. I'm gonna make a complaint about this.
In this scenario, the male students were offended by what had happened in the game and wanted to lodge a complaint about the behavior of the female students. In terms of the definition of sexual harassment, there is nothing inappropriate about the game itself. But as the female students used water pistols to shoot the male students' groin area, the game became offensive and unwelcome. Therefore, the behavior of the female students can be considered to have committed sexual harassment.
Hey, let's do it! Yeah! Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3!
Happy corner to you! Happy corner to you! Happy corner to you! Happy corner to you!
Okay, who do we do next, huh? I don't know.
Hey, let's get him!
Yeah, right.
We haven't fixed him
Good
yet. Come
idea.
on!
Okay.
Hey, what about that guy over there?
No, we gotta get that guy! Just
Yeah,
win!
right.
Hey, listen
Oh,
up,
no,
guys.
come
I know.
on.
What about the team leader, huh?
Yeah! Let's
let's
get
get
him! Come on! Come on!
Hey,
I
girls,
don't
give us a
believe it.
hand
They're
here, would
doing
ya?
it again.
Come on, girls, join in the fun!
No thanks, count us out.
Come on, why not? You know that OCamp is all about fun. Come on.
We'd rather not.
Hey, what's the problem? What's wrong with you? We're just trying to have a bit of fun. Anyway, we're not doing it to you. We're just doing it to the team leader. Hey, come on, give us a hand.
No.
They're no fun.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy corner to you. Happy corner to you. Happy corner to you. Happy corner to you.
Regarding this case, let's talk about the female students standing at the side. Although they didn't succumb to the peer pressure to participate in the so-called happy corner activity, they still felt uncomfortable and embarrassed even witnessing the activity, as you have seen. This activity can be considered to be one of a sexual nature, which therefore means that this situation can be classified as sexual harassment towards the females. Similarly, for the male student who was being carried, if he didn't want to be happy cornered, or if he was embarrassed about it at all, or if in any way he did not fully consent to the activity, then it would also be an act of sexual harassment against him. So what you just saw constituted sexual harassment on a number of levels.
Wow, the lecturer's late. Hey, maybe he's downloading photos. Hey, did you see the new photos on that website? Oh, yeah. Man, that girl was super hot.
Is that the one whose boyfriend took the photos of her? She was okay, but nothing special. I've seen better.
Did you see those photos?
I don't look at things like that.
Aw, come on, loosen up. Here, I've got some right here. You can copy them and look at them at home.
Not interested. I don't want them.
What if your boyfriend wanted to take photos of you? Would you do it?
Jeez, can we stop talking about this? This conversation is disgusting.
We'll stop the conversation when you answer the question for us. So, what about if your boyfriend was about to dump you? What then? Oh, come on, loosen up. Here, I got some right here. So, what if your boyfriend was about to dump you? What then? Would you let him take the photos?
In this case, the male students started a conversation that was of a sexual nature, and they pushed the female students to answer a highly personal question about whether she had taken obscene photos with her boyfriend. Both female students showed their discomfort and requested that the male students change the topic of conversation. It is obvious that the male students' conduct was unwelcome and had embarrassed the female students. The females were also probably offended by what the males said. The female student who entered the classroom while the conversation was occurring was also unhappy and was likely offended by its crude nature. In this situation, the conduct of the males could also constitute creating a hostile or intimidating environment. And therefore, the scenario you just witnessed is certainly a clear case of sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment is unlawful. Ignoring sexual harassment will not make it disappear, but will make things even worse. Because the harasser might mistake inaction as approval for any given actions. When dealing with sexual harassment, we should take quick action and a clear stance. Tell the harasser that his or her action is unwelcome and to stop it immediately. Let's have a look at the following case to see if it's sexual harassment.
Hey, this way. Come on, hurry up, guys.
Hey, which one is it?
Is this the latest issue?
Wow, that's a hot picture. Where'd you download it from?
Calm down. I'll give you the website later. By the way, that video you gave me last time was nothing special.
Really?
I got a much better one.
How hardcore is it?
Hey, do you want to take a look?
Please do this somewhere else. I'm trying to study. Okay. We'll be quick. Hello? Hey, forget it. No point in coming here. Certain people may get upset and file another complaint. I only put up a few posters and they said I was sexually harassing him. If we upset him again, he'll give us more trouble. So forget it. It's so unfair. I get complaints watching videos in my own room. What about respect for my privacy?
In this scenario, one of the boarders has put up suggestive posters all over his dormitory. There are also pornographic discs on his desk, and he uses pornographic material as his computer screensaver. He also has explicit magazines on his bed. On top of this, he and several doormates talk loudly about the collected pornographic material. This makes the boy who shares the room feel embarrassed, disgusted, and distracted, and cannot focus on his studies. These circumstances have basically created a sexually hostile or intimidating environment. These actions build a clear case of sexual harassment for the male roommate. If the student encounters trouble or retaliation after filing a complaint against his roommates, he can contact the Panel Against Sexual Harassment and lodge an official complaint with the panel. According to the law and university policy, anyone who initiates or participates in the mediation or complaint investigation process, or in fact, any other formal disciplinary procedures, should not be persecuted or suffer reprisals as a consequence. If anyone is treated unjustly in this way, the university will take action according to the legal processing of complaints. Now, let's see another example to differentiate harassment and sexual harassment.
Any questions about this lecture? If not, we'll end it here.
Professor, there's a part here I don't quite understand. Would you mind explaining it to me? Can we talk in your office?
Okay. Take a seat. So what is it?
Well, actually, I don't understand most of it, but I have a class to go to now. Can we talk about it later? Hey, maybe we can have dinner together later tonight.
I'm busy tonight.
Tomorrow night, then?
Hello?
Hi, Professor. Did you get the pictures I sent? I sent them this morning. I took them a few days ago. Do you like them?
I have a meeting. I haven't checked my mail.
So, are you free for dinner tonight?
If you have any questions about the lecture, you can make an appointment with me during office hours.
The truth is, I'm feeling a little depressed, so I'd rather not talk about it in your office.
I don't think it's appropriate for us to meet in private. You must also stop sending me emails or pictures, and don't wait for me after school. I'm very busy, you know. I've got to go now. I've work to do. Bye.
Hello? Hello? Professor, I have a letter for you. Why won't you take it?
This girl has a crush on a certain professor. She keeps sending him emails and calling him. She even waits outside his office for him. The professor does not appreciate this girl's obsessive behavior and finds it a little annoying. But the 3 actions mentioned above does not actually constitute as sexual harassment. When is it sexual harassment? If the student actively reaches out and touches the professor when she meets him, grabs his arm, or engages in more forward bodily contact, this inappropriate contact for the professor is completely unacceptable and it makes him feel upset, as well as disrespected. These actions have now become an offence of sexual harassment.
Girls can't be more analytical than boys. I never understand how the girls in your class get such good results. I've got a student at the door. I gotta go. Okay, talk to you later.
Professor Yip?
Ah, you've lost weight. Come on, take a seat here. You must have worked very hard on your paper. Let me take you out for a meal later.
No, I'm fine, thanks. What do you think of my thesis?
Well, I've read through it. The overall structure is fine, but I'm afraid you need to do more background research to support your arguments, you know?
But I couldn't find any useful material on the internet.
Girls will be girls, I guess. You must have overlooked something. Here, let me show you. See? Here's one. Here's another one. All right, you do it, okay? No, not this one. Just watch me.
The girl in this next scenario feels extremely offended by the words and physical advances of her professor. In this particular circumstance, the actions of the professor can be said to have created a sexually hostile or intimidating learning environment for the female student, which is sexual harassment. If any teaching staff or student encounters sexual harassment on campus, they can take their case to the Panel Against Sexual Harassment to lodge a complaint. We will investigate and act according to the current policies and mechanisms. All the materials used during the process will be kept confidential, including the privacy of the people related. If the complaint is substantiated, the university will take disciplinary action. Aside from filing a complaint to us, the complainant can go to the Equal Opportunities Commission or take civil action at the district court, or even report to the police. If you encounter sexual harassment on campus, please contact us. For more information on the university's policy against sexual harassment, please visit this website.